Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live here at California High School for a section matchup between the Monessen Greyhounds and the California Trojans. Tonight should be a pretty good matchup, as you saw on Friday. The section was for, against Fraser, so this should be another good game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game. The last time these two teams met, it was a pretty close matchup, but the Trojans came out getting the W.
And we're going to send it down to the court here to get our starting lineups in the national anthem for a section matchup between the Monessen Greyhounds and the California Trojans. Tonight should be a pretty good matchup, as you saw on Friday. The section was for, against Fraser, so this should be another good game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game. The last time these two teams met, it was a pretty close matchup, but the Trojans came out getting the W.
And we're going to send it down to the court here to get our starting lineups in the national anthem for a section matchup between the Monessen Greyhounds and the California Trojans. Tonight should be a pretty good matchup, as you saw on Friday. The section was for, against Fraser, so this should be another good game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game. The last time these two teams met, it was a pretty close matchup, but the Trojans came out getting the W.
And we're going to send it down to the court here to get our starting lineups in the national anthem for a section matchup between the Monessen Greyhounds and the California Trojans. Tonight should be a pretty good matchup, as you saw on Friday. The section was for,
All right, let's welcome to the court our visiting team, the Monessen Greyhounds. And here's the starting five. Starting off with the senior, number 3, James Thomas. A senior, number 4, Charlie Merlack. A junior, number 11, Keontae Robinson. All right, let's welcome to the court our visiting team, the Monessen senior, number 15, Angelo Morrow. Starting off with the senior, number 3, and a sophomore, number 25, Jay Sean Blackman. Head coach for the Greyhounds is Dan Moore, Charlie Merlack, and Jack Powell. All right, put your hands together. Let's go up to the court. Our 2021 California Trojans. Senior, number 15, starting off with a junior, number 1, Hunter Hassan. 25, Jay Sean Blackman. A senior, number 3, Quandre Porter. A senior, number 11, Peyton Conti. A senior, number 12, Nathan O. Savage. And a junior, number 25, Corey Trent. Head coach for the Trojans, Aaron Balla, is assisted by Wally Balla and Lou Pasquale.
And we are back now, ready here for tip. Tip coming here in just a few seconds. Before tip, we'd like to thank our sponsors, title sponsors, Dax Thomas, State Farm Insurance, Lisa Boudet, Attorney at Law, Roswell's Maple and Mon Valley Wood Pellets, the Kearns family, A&D Industries, John and Linda Franco, the Bagaitis family, Solomon Auto Group, Mariscotti Erie Insurance and the Mariscotti Funeral Home, Attorney Mitch Mitchell, Frick's Fan Club, the Keystone Bakery, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness, and Nate Seyshaw. A message from Frick's fan club. Frick's fan club from California, Cranberry, and Arlington, Texas. Go Trojans. A message also from Nate Seyshaw. We would like to also thank California graduate and resident Nate Seyshaw as an individual sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Proudly supporting Trojans basketball on Trojan TV. Thanks, Nate. So, Nate, we do thank you very much for your sponsor. You know, it keeps our broadcast going, keeps our broadcast clean, I guess. And tips won there by Peyton Conti. So Monessen here in a half-court press as Nate Savage's pass gets picked off there by number 15, Angelo Morrow. And Assad finds Frick there. Monessen here in some tight defense. And there's a foul, or a jump ball there as Keontae Robinson went in and fought for the ball.
Bad start for California there.
And here comes number 3 up the floor, James Thomas. Hunter Assad guarding him pretty good here. Marillac in the post. O'Savage on him, and there's a block by Frick, and gets tipped out of bounds there by Nate O'Savage. And here comes Nate Savage bringing the ball up the floor here. And again, like we said, you know, Monessen in this tight defense, and California just seems to be turning the ball over quickly. Here comes Keontae Robinson. Jumper, defense there by Porter. Shots no good, and seemed to be a lot of contact there.
Yeah, I like what you said about the Monessen defense. They definitely came out strong because the last game when they met, it looked like California was almost scoring effortlessly.
Frick wide open there in the low post, and easy layup, and there's Frick's first points of the night. And Marillac there. No, California bringing out their own defense here. Pretty good. Finds Blackman there in the post, and it's up and good there as it was tipped by a California player.
They should give those points to Conti.
And there's Conti, the free throw line, finds Frick once again inside, and there's the foul on Thomas. So California going to be inbounding the ball into their own hoop here. Corey Frick, you know, touching the ball a good bit, having their first points. And Conti in the corner, 3 ball, no good off the mark, and rebound there by Morrow. And that is just thrown out of bounds. And I guess it was tipped there by Porter.
Like you said about Frick, you usually don't see him with the ball in his hands that much. He's more of a defender and rebounder.
And the big man Blackman there in the corner. And Robinson's layup's up and good. So Monessen here taking the lead, 4-2. And there's a backcourt violation by California. California's coming out to a really slow start. Not what you want if you are California, being this is a section game. And Thomas dribbling around on acid there. And Blackman's 3 ball is no good and tipped up and off acid there, or Assad. So Monessen's going to retain possession in their own territory, which can be dangerous here for California, as they are struggling on defense and offense. Offense, they're committing a lot of turnovers, and Miralak's in the corner. His 3 ball is no good, a little too strong. And Keontae Robinson there with the rebound, and his shot's up no good. And Frick with the rebound, and he takes it slow and gives it to Savage. Finds Conte down the free throw line. Savage's 3-ball is good. Wow, that was a weird bounce there from Savage.
Shooter's roll.
Absolutely. As defense there by Porter knocks Robinson's ball away, finds Blackman in the post, and it's layups up and good. Great pass there from Thomas to Blackman for an easy bucket. And Blackman now with 4.
Another turnover for California. It's Merlack on the steal.
And here a step up and blocking foul on Hunter Assad. So California really coming out sluggish tonight. Turnover after turnover. They're not playing what we've seen the past 2 games. As his first free throw is good.
You would like to think California will be able to turn this around. They have shown they can.
Absolutely.
In every other game.
Absolutely. And his second free throw's up and good. Now Monessen coming off a loss to Seton LaSalle. And that score was, or not Seton LaSalle, I apologize, Sewickley. And that score was 54-48. And Sewickley being actually a Christian school, so they're allowed, or a Catholic school, so they are allowed to recruit. So it was a pretty close game there.
Tack on another turnover for California right there on that offensive possession.
Or no, I apologize. They were actually coming off of a win against Jeff Morgan. 57-55, so that's kind of a close game. It's Frick fade away, had a little contact, and there's a foul there committed by Quandre Porter.
I don't know what the Trojans need to do differently, but maybe think about subbing in Matt Trunzo in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Matt is a pretty good defender. They're down the post, so maybe they do need to put him down there as Monessen subs in Leonaj Thomas. And you see Thomas now at the top of your screen. He's only a freshman. And the and one. No, it wasn't an and one. I apologize. As Corey Frick is charged with the foul. And Nato Savage gets chased down there by Miralak. Miralak grabs the ball, brings it back up the floor, finds Keontae Robinson. Robinson drives in, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound there by Morrow. Morrow puts it back up, and that is no good. And there's California regroups there with Nato Savage getting a hold of the ball.
As poorly California's been on offense, they're still only down by 3 points.
Yeah, so this is a quick and easy game to get back into here as Coach Aaron Bulla calls his first time out of the game. So California coming out a little sluggish, 30-second timeout, and usual them telling their players to stand up. So it's 30-second timeout. If you're Coach Bulla, what are you telling your team right now?
I'd probably be telling them to not let this bad start get them down. They got to keep coming out hot. They got to look for some offensive shots they could get, some good shots. They haven't been able to really hold the ball for very long, I feel like.
Yeah, not at all, because this Monessen defense has really been smothering their offense with this half-court press there. And, Frick, the only bucket that was pretty much a gimme was Frick's wide-open layup down there.
Yeah, they've had to work for every other shot.
As that first pass was knocked away there by Miralak. finds Porter there.
Good pass by O'Savage.
And Porter seems to just hand the ball there to the Monessen defender.
Good save by Assad right there.
As Porter now gains control of the ball. Finds O'Savage. Like I said, this Monessen defense is just unreal, as there you see Mora knock it out of bounds and deflect the pass going to Corey Frick.
And they just don't seem to have an answer for this press.
And there's Corey Frick. Nate Savage's 3-ball, no good, off the mark, and rebound there by Leonard Thomas, but knocked out of his hands there by Porter. And coming into the game now is Micah Cook. So Monessen coming out kind of hot. Kind of bullying the Trojans around a little bit here.
Yeah, they definitely have been. It's not been as easy as for them on offense, though. They haven't really been able to get that many open looks. But
Not
on
at all.
defense, they're definitely shutting the Trojans down.
Yeah, and you see fouls now committed by Quandre Porter. Quandre Porter has 2 on the game, and we're 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the game.
I don't think they can afford to sit a guard, though. They need someone who's good with the ball up top to handle that press.
And Matt Trunzo hasn't came in the game yet, as that ball was hit off of Savage's hand. As you see James Thomas there, dribbling around with Nato Savage. Keontae Robinson, Quandre giving him a little bit of space there. And that ball is saved as Nato Savage flies into the bench.
That's the kind of hustle they need right now.
Robinson's mid-range is off the mark, and that's going to go California's way as Michael Cook went off him, out of bounds. Assad brings it up, finds Frick inside. Savage's mid-range fake is no good. His mid-range shot is no good there. And Robinson's down floor already, and there's a foul. As Assad tried to send it off the backboard, do a little LeBron James action there, but ended up sending Keontae Robinson there to the line.
Looks like he was just shy by a few inches of getting that LeBron James block.
Absolutely. Now, Hunter Assad has a ton of talent. He's a 3-sport athlete, basketball, football, and baseball, and he excels in all of them. As you see, his first game against this team, he dropped 18. So, that's telling us where he's at right now. He hasn't had the greatest past couple games, I will say that, but he's a solid player all around.
Yeah, he's definitely a good athlete, and you're a California fan, definitely happy to have him playing sports for Cal now.
As that pass is deflected away, and as you see, Nato Savage upset with that call, and number 15, Angelo Moro, is headed to the line for 2. And his first one's good. California really falling behind here. This is like one of the slowest starts we've seen them have this year, only scoring. Could be 7, could be 8 points, maybe none here in the first quarter. As Porter now with his 3rd. Quandre Porter is not having a hot start whatsoever, as Matt Trunzo now subs in for him.
If you're the Trojans, you got to try to look. You need another bucket in this quarter. A 5-point quarter just isn't good enough.
Well, I mean, the JV team last year had a 5-point game, so
A 5-point game.
yeah, so it wasn't very good as foul looked to be on Morrow there on Conti.
Were you part of that?
I
that
was.
team
I
that
was.
Only scored 5.
Yes, I was. As Conti now with the ball here, double teamed and turnover. So California having a absurd amount of turnovers this quarter. And there's a jump ball there. As you
Savage
see
tried to grab
Nato
the ball
Savage
with his feet.
dive in there. And Conti under his own bucket here with 39 left here in the first quarter. That ball hit out of midair, falls into Deontay DeFili's hands. And that pass is a little high there for Phil Trunzo.
Yeah. You hear Coach Aaron Balla screaming down there because that might have been, I'm not sure exactly, but California, it seems like they have around 10 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
Yeah, so that halftime speech, if they don't pick it up here in the second quarter, that halftime speech just isn't going to be pretty.
No,
As a
he
block there
definitely
by
can't be
Peyton Conti,
happy.
wide open. Half-court shot there from Savage, just a little bit off. So I mean, Savage is hustling. He's playing great basketball. I mean,
Besides the turnovers.
yeah, besides the turnovers, he's hustling. He's out hustling everybody on the floor. So I mean,
Yeah, I totally
big
agree.
props to him. So we'd like to thank our sponsors once again. Title sponsors: Dax Thomas, State Farm Insurance; Lisa Boudet, Attorney at Law; Roswell's Maple and Mon Valley Wood Pellets; the Kearns family; AMD Industries and John and Linda Franco; the Bagaitis family; Solomon Auto Group; Mayor Scotty Erie Insurance, and the Mayor Scotty Funeral Home; Attorney Mitch Mitchell; Frick's Fan Club; the Keystone Bakery; Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness; Frick's Fan Club from California, Cranberry, and Arlington, Texas. Go Trojans. We also like to thank Nate Skashaw. We would also like to thank California graduate and resident Nate Skashaw and as an individual sponsor of tonight's broadcast, proudly supporting Trojans basketball on Trojan TV. Thanks, Nate. We also like to thank the Frosty Frolic. So California having a very sluggish first quarter basketball here. 12-5. Monessen coming out with his half-court press seems to be shutting down the Trojans, and we saw I saw Coach Aaron Balla grab his whiteboard, and I think we both know what that means. He's going to draw up some concoction to break this half-court press that Monessen is bringing.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to draw something up to be able to beat that press.
And as you hear the board down there slam, so he's very upset with his team right now and how they're performing. And bucket's good there from Cook. So Cook there with his first points of the night as the Greyhounds extend this lead even more. Frick wide open, finds Conti on the short corner bucket, or no good, I should say. Assad's 3-ball off the mark, and that's tipped out of bounds there by Morrow.
California needs to be happy that they're only down by 9 points, honestly. Monessen only scoring 12 in the first. That's still not a very good quarter scoring-wise.
Has Frick's 3-ball off the mark and out of bounds there. So checking into the game now was number 10, Cody Coons, for Michael Cook there. So Cody Coons having some height to him. Want to see how the Trojans are going to react to that.
Is that his first time getting checked into the game?
Yep.
Because I remember the first time these teams met, he actually did start, and now he's not getting checked in until the beginning of the second quarter.
So Conti now on Coons there. Robinson drives baseline on the Savage, pump fake, and good. That was a nice move there from Keontae Robinson. as Assad finds Frick. Frick puts it up, off, and Cody Coons comes down with the ball. And Keontae Robinson, here he comes, driving in on a Savage, and there's a foul on Nato Savage. So that's going to send Keontae Robinson to the line once again.
And that's going to be O'Savage's second foul of the game.
So two main guards now here are in, no, I should say three, have, or two guards have two fouls, and Quandre Porter has three. Assad and a Savage both have two, so I mean this isn't good for the Trojans. They're trying to play too physical, and as you see, these refs just really aren't having it. So Robinson now at the line here for his first free throw. First one's up, and just a little bit short there. So Robinson now setting up for his second. He actually now has 6 points. Make that 7, so that extends the lead now by 12 here in the second quarter. The Trojans haven't scored since Savage's 3, and I mean that was what, 4 minutes? That was like, I don't know, 3 minutes into the
4 minutes, yeah,
into the first quarter. So they have really not found how to score, I guess, as a Savage's mid-range jumper is no good. They're taking shots, it's just they're not falling.
I think they need to get a one bucket at least just to get some momentum going right now.
As you see Trunzo's pass to Conti was a little bit off. Conti had to go chase that one.
It seems like they're kind of just forcing shots up at this point.
And Corey Frick tries to go back under the hoop and throws it a little too hard off the backboard there. As Assad's going to go to the line here for 2. His first one's good.
That's honestly all the Trojans really needed. They just needed to get at least another point on the board to try to get something going.
They need some sort of momentum to get their offense going. As you see now, they're in a full court press. And James Thomas on Hunter Assad there. Corey Frick taking a charge.
I definitely like that decision by Coach Arambala going in that full court press. Best way to create momentum is getting some turnovers and leading those to points.
Yeah, and as you saw, James Thomas there had a little bit of a struggle keeping his handle, as number 12 Sam Valet comes into the game for James Thomas, as he almost committed that turnover there. Conti in the corner, 3-ball, no good. Savage with a nice pass. Almost tries to find Conti there, and Savage goes up and one. As you see at the bottom of your screen, or no, I'm sorry, wasn't there, but the Monessen coach was very upset with that turn of events there. He may have been very upset with that call. So Savage with the N1 play, going to go to the line here. Nathan Savage, having pretty high-scoring games the past 2 games we've saw. He's looking to put the team on his back tonight to get this win.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to do that.
This game's big for their section, as was Friday's. As now Valet comes with the ball there. Coons. And blocked there by Frick, but that is a foul. So Corey Frick there, that was a pretty vicious block if you ask me, but unfortunately it was a foul, and we're glad Cody Coons is okay, that he took a pretty hard hit there.
I couldn't really tell from here if it looked like Frick did put his body into Coons.
It seemed like he curled his hand over the ball and just kind of threw Coons down with him.
Either way, the refs haven't really been letting them play. They've been calling it pretty pretty strict.
Yeah. As Kuhn's first free throw is good. And his second one's off, and weird bounce off the backboard there as Corey Frick and Peyton Conti both went up for it, and both couldn't come down with it. And Robinson there drives in on Trunzo, and wasn't sure what happened there, but you heard Coach Aaron Balla scream, grab the ball.
Yeah, and he's now making some substitutions after yelling at his team.
As that one goes up, and big block there by Peyton Conti. Damani would have called him the fly swatter. As Mora has that in the short corner there, drives in on Conti, goes up, no good, and Conti
Lost the ball, and another foul on Frick there. I don't know if I agree with that one, though.
Me either. That one seemed to be all ball. And that's going to be Valega on the line here.
Monessen was able to maintain possession of that ball for probably around a minute straight, and that's eventually going to lead to some kind of points if you just let them have it for that long.
And here comes three substitution here for the Trojans. Quandre Porter, Caden Powell, and Seth Rarica all in for Peyton Conti, Corey Frick, and Hunter Assad. So that's kind of interesting, kind of lost the height there.
Yeah,
But
they really don't have anyone.
Yeah, I mean,
tall
as
now.
you have to watch with Corey Frick, he now has three. So maybe they're kind of going for like a run and gun offense here with small guys with a lot of speed.
Seth Rarica might be small, but we know he's a very physical player, as he's only around 160 pounds, but played on the offensive line in football.
Absolutely, and I've played with him, and he's not scared to get in there.
Definitely not.
As Amani would say, in the trenches.
Yeah, he's definitely not. Was an all-conference lineman at only 160 pounds.
As he committed his first foul tonight. So that's going to now send Valet to the line once again, as he just got done shooting his free throws.
If I was the Trojans, I'd be scared to go into that locker room at halftime.
Oh, I'd be terrified. And I had something like this happen my freshman year against Sarah Catholic, and yeah, that wasn't pretty.
No, it definitely wasn't.
I'm pretty sure you were there as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it seems to be like the same. That seemed to be a travel there, but a pretty decent move there from Valet. As Nato Savage is getting double teamed, and there's a foul there from Keontae Robinson. So Monessen playing great basketball right now, up 12. Monessen is outplaying the Trojans, I would say, 110%.
Yeah, they definitely are on both sides of the ball.
They came out prepared, and I think Trojans were getting a little too comfortable with coming off a pretty demanding win with Frazier, and I would say a pretty good loss from Plum. Putting up a good game with them. I think they're just getting a little too comfortable.
Good man
As
by
Nato
Savage
Savage
there. And what a pass by Nate.
And finds Phil Trunzo right in there. And a blocking foul on Seth Rarica, so that is his second. He's been in the game for 2 minutes.
Yeah. We said he's a really physical player. And there he goes, subbed out of the game.
So Corey Frick comes back in. And Marilak's first free throw, sorry, that was an and one. That was good. And Matt Trunzo there at the ball out to at the free throw line. Frick up and in. It's good. He's going to the line for the and one. So Corey Frick, 4 points now, 3 fouls. He got to watch himself, but as does most of the starting 5. So Corey Frick now with 4 could make it 5 as UC Blackman going to go to the table to check in now. And his free throw is good, so we're going to get subs in now as Blackman comes in for Angelo Morrow. So Coach Aaron Ball has to be just furious with his team right now and how they're playing, being down 10 to Monessen. They beat them, a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, they were up at one time in the game by almost, I think, 25 points. But they haven't been able to get anything going here tonight.
Coons' 3 ball is no good. Rebound there by Savage. Savage is going to take it all the way down the floor himself.
Good move.
Powell inside, no good. Seemed to be two in a rush there.
Yeah, it seemed like he just tried to throw it up. Because he saw Blackman coming in at him, and he's got a lot of size on Powell.
Yeah, a lot of size. Caden Powell it looks like 130 pounds, and then Blackman being much bigger. And that bucket's good by Valet, and he's on the board now, I think 6. So the Trojans cannot seem to break this press as that pass from Corey Frick is turned over. So the Trojans were doing better than they did the first quarter, I would say. Doubled their points.
Yeah, definitely. At least some improvements better than no improvement for sure.
And as Nato Savage trying to put the team on his back here with showing off his dribbling skills. As we've said before, he can keep his handle through so much traffic as his 3 ball is up, no good. And it's a one-on-one with him and Robinson. Robinson goes up, no good. Looked to be a foul there, but nothing is called. And kick ball called.
Corey Frick yelling that number 12 is 5'2", and he's frustrated that his team couldn't get the rebound right there. But that's just great hustle by Valet.
Yeah. As there's going to be a timeout now. So, Trojans really not playing that great basketball right now, or at least not, to the caliber that we've seen in the past couple games.
Yeah, the Trojans should be pretty happy that they're not down about 20 points right now.
Quandre Porter struggling with a goose egg on the board right now. And Peyton Conti, that one surprises me.
Yeah, that's
Peyton
very
Conti
rare.
With no points either.
That's just showing how this Monessen defense is really shutting them down, because I don't really see anyone that usually can stop Peyton Conti.
Peyton Conti, I've seen him touch the ball maybe 5 times this entire game so far. So honestly, if I'm Coach Balla, I'm going to try to get him and Nato Savage as involved as possible this second half.
Yeah, they definitely got to try to get Conti going, maybe with a 3.
Conti, last year when we played Albert Gallatin, Conti, he hit 1 3. I don't think he missed the rest of the game. So once he gets going, he's hard to stop. As Frick there, his layup's no good, and they're struggling to make the simple shots too.
Yeah, they definitely are. They've missed a couple layups now that would have them closer into this game. Just little mistakes they're making.
Absolutely. And the bucket, or shot by Miralak went a little too hard off the backboard there. Rebound by Savage. As that almost was another turnover. Corey Frick, the spinorama. His little fadeaway is no good, and that rebound is by Cody Coons. And that ball is thrown a little out of the reach there, Sam Valet.
Nice layup there by Frick, getting around Blackman.
So that brings the lead now to 12. Not very good if you're the Trojans. You know, you shouldn't be losing this game, as Blackman's three ball is good. Big man that can shoot. You don't see that very often. You don't see many coaches letting that happen.
Yeah, definitely not. I know. I mean, I'd get yelled at for taking too many threes, and I'm not a big guy.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good shot there by Blackman. And that's going to get California's way.
If you're the Trojans, do you try to hold it for the last shot or take the risk of another turnover with this press?
I don't know. But you see at the bottom of your screen, Monessen's coach thought that was off of California. Or as Nato Savage, mid-range jumper is good. So it's a good shot there by Nato Savage, you know, trying to put this team on his back now with 8. As Keontae Robinson playing tight deep, or dribbling around. Coons' three ball, no good. And there it is. That is the end of the first half. Not a very good performance here from the Trojans. Very spotty, we'll say.
Yeah, it looked like at times they were being able to beat the press and be able to pass around, and then other times they'd seem like they'd go right back to the turnovers.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break for halftime, and we're going to get a word from our sponsors.
State Farm agent Dax Thomas is a proud supporter of the California boys and girls basketball teams and the title sponsor of Trojan TV broadcasts. Stop by Dax's new office located across from the Cal U football stadium on Route 88 for a free quote on your home, auto, and life insurance. Dax and his team have over 80 years of experience in the insurance industry and would be glad to help with any needs you may have. Dax Thomas, State Farm Insurance, 724-938-3060. Family owned and operated since 1989, AMD Industries treats over 150 million gallons of water per day of acid mine drainage. AMD Industries creates jobs and employs local community members. AMD Industries, John and Linda Franco, are a proud supporter of Trojans basketball and Trojan TV. Visit amdindustriesinc.com or call 724-938-2657. The Bagaitis family is proud to support the California Area High School basketball program and Trojan TV. Thank you, Bagaitis family. Check out her new office at 304 3rd Street in California. Attorney Lisa Boudet is a proud supporter of Trojans basketball and Trojan TV, specializing in deeds, wills, estates, and workers' compensation. Visit boudetlaw.com for more information. Lisa J. Boudet, helping people just like you. Call 724-938-1355. Erie Insurance, the Mariscotti Insurance Agency, is located on 3rd Street in downtown California. Stop by their friendly office for a quote on home, auto, and life insurance. Call 724-938-9302. Erie Insurance, above all, in service. Mariscotti Funeral Home, also located in California, is a proud sponsor of the Trojans basketball season this year. Mariscotti Funeral Home, 724-938-2210. Get your pure Pennsylvania maple syrup made right here in Cole Center. Check out Rosel's Maple on Facebook for store locations and pickup arrangements. You can also call or text 724-986-0631. Rosel's Maple in West Pike Run Township. For your hardwood pellet needs, Mon Valley Wood Pellets has you covered. Selling premium product made in Greene County, Mon Valley Wood Pellets has excellent pricing. Call 724-986-0631 to arrange a pickup. Mon Valley Wood Pellets, located in California off Route 88. Attorney Mitch Mitchell, your trusted attorney, now accepting new clients. 724-785-4600. Specializing in bankruptcy, estate matter, and general practice of law. Conveniently located in Brownsville, Uniontown, and Washington. Visit facebook.com/Herbert Mitchell Law. Now scheduling teleclients and virtual appointments through the website and social media. Wishing the California Trojans much success this season. As an avid basketball fan and player, Mitch is happy to see the season continue for our high school athletes. Attorney Mitch Mitchell. It's always a low price at Solomon Auto, with 4 locations, including Carmichael's, Masontown, and 2 stores in Brownsville. Selling GMC, Buick, Chevrolet, Jeep, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Ford. Solomon Auto, family owned and operated since 1993. Proudly supporting Trojan basketball and Trojan TV. Visit SolomonAuto.com. Don't get sidelined by an injury. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness provides the most advanced and latest practice for your physical therapy and wellness needs. Located in nearby Bell Vernon, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers treatment and wellness packages to improve your overall health. Visit their website today at eliteptw.com or give them a call at 724-243-3728. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness, located on Rostraver Road. For the best baked goods in the Mon Valley, visit the Keystone Bakery with 2 convenient locations, Monessen and Bell Vernon. Call 724-684-8644 for Monessen and 724-929-4585 for Bell Vernon. The Keystone Bakery, a proud supporter of Trojans basketball and Trojan TV.
And we are back now here for the second half of play. California had a pretty quick halftime.
Yeah, Coach Balla was probably real short and simple with them. I mean, their mistakes are just really little mistakes that they just need to fix to get back in this game.
Yeah, you know, Coach Balla isn't the type of coach to sit and dwell on things. As a solid
Yeah.
3-ball is a little too hard off the back of the rim.
He's definitely telling them it's a new half. They just got to forget what happened in the first half and come out in the second half stronger.
Absolutely. As they come away there with no points, and Miralak dribbling the ball, and Keontae Robinson in there now. And there's the passes. Keontae Robinson's 3-ball with the air ball there. And jump ball. A good fight there from Peyton Conti. Yeah, so Monessen actually had a little bit of a longer halftime. So I wonder if Monessen was drawing plays up or what they were doing, because I think they're playing half decent basketball right now. They're definitely outperforming the Trojans tonight. As Blackman's post-up layup on Conti's good. So Trojans now moving the ball very quickly. As Savage takes his 3, a little too hard. Porter was there, and he gets it, and up for 2. So Porter gets his first bucket tonight. Block there from Conti, as he has the ball now.
Hunter better watch out. Merlack chasing him down.
Quandre Porter thought about a 3-ball, but that ball is knocked away there by Morrow.
Looked a lot better in that first minute of this second half than they did all of the first half.
Absolutely. The Assad's 3-ball is no good, so Assad can't find a shot tonight, as that ball is just thrown away under Robinson's legs. As Savage thought about a 3-ball, putting Blackman there in the blender, and he lost his dribble now and commits his
Third foul.
tonight.
He was trying to do too much, and when he lost the ball, he definitely got frustrated and just committed a foul.
Yeah, so kind of a foul out of frustration there from Savage. Not a very smart foul, but I don't know. I guess you commit the crime, you do the time. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, yep.
So Blackman with the ball there in the post and finds Robinson. Robinson throws one up. Seemed to be a lot of contact there. And Conti is getting whacked. There's a big block from Conti. Has to be out of frustration there.
Conti got fouled really hard that the refs missed and then got the big block.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that ball is swatted away there from, by Quandre Porter. So Coach Aaron Balla down there screaming at his team because they weren't getting the ball to the floor. Actually, I don't know what he was screaming about, but that's my guess. So Robinson takes it out to the top of the key here and resets. He drives in, dishes out to Miralak. Miralak drives baseline. Oh, a little bit out of an acrobatic layup there, as it's no good and Conti gets the board. And Morrow is out of bounds, as that ball was hit out of bounds. He tried to save it. So Fricka can't find, as he finds Conti. Conti's floater is up and no good. So Conti definitely not having the offensive night that we thought. As a Savage
That is
now
not
commits
good
his
for the
fourth.
Trojans at all. Your leading scorer with his fourth foul of the game early into this second half.
As you see, Coach Aaron Balla giving the ref an earful about that call. As me and Damani actually said last game, I think that is the same ref there at the bottom of your screen that we had last game against Frazier, and that ref was calling everything. As me and Damani kind of put it, as he was being a little bit soft with everything. You know, with like the first couple seconds into that Frazier game, he called a foul on Corey Frick, which, I mean, was kind of ridiculous as Coons chucks up a three, and that was way off the mark. As he is now saying that it slipped. Classic excuse.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is in high school, do you foul out, is it 5 or 6?
5.
I'm very surprised Coach Ball is keeping Nato Savage in this game then with 4 fouls.
I think he trusts Nato Savage because Nato Savage is a very disciplined player.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know if you could trust these refs because
Yeah.
Nato Savage didn't really have any contact on that last foul right there.
That pass is thrown away, so the Greyhounds are playing excellent basketball still, and the Trojans have not found a solution to this team. They're pressed. They're still pressing. The same half-court press that they've been doing the entire game. You know, it's still going on, and the Trojans just have not found a solution to it.
I don't know what more Coach Aaron Balla could do or tell the Trojans because he had plenty enough time during half, and you still see them making the same mistakes.
Yeah, and I mean, as a coach, it's frustrating because your team is doing the same thing over and over again. So Peyton Conti now, no points, no fouls though, which is good. So he's been playing clean ball. It's
Only one without a foul.
Yeah, it's just he can't get his offense rolling tonight. As you see, good defense there from Trunzo and help with Conti.
Matt Trunzo subbed back into the game for Savage, who has 4 fouls.
And that ball is picked away there by Cody Coons. Cody Coons just losing his dribble. I don't even know what happened there, but ends up being California ball instead. So California is really lucking out now with all these turnovers that Monessen is committing to keep them the ball as they're still in their half-court press. Finds Matt Trunzo. Quandre Porter's pass just was not good and ends up turning it over. Miralak goes in, his layup's no good. And they're on the ground. Miralak ends up with the ball again. Quandre Porter now with his 4th.
It's not looking good for the Trojans at all.
Not at all. Quandre Porter has to be more disciplined than that, especially with 3.
Yeah. They've already lost, or about to lose, their leading scorer throughout the whole season, Nathan O'Savage.
Coons drives in on Conti. His layup's too hard off the backboard. And Frick now has the ball stolen.
He should have looked to go for a pass there instead of try to take it himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that one's no good there from Thomas. Assad with the rebound. And tries to find Porter, no good, but his pull-up jumper's good.
At least it's good to see the Trojans getting some points on the board. Hunter Assad, maybe get him going. He had 18 last time these two teams met.
Yeah, so that was now they do have a minute timeout going right now, and as you see, Coach Aaron Balla is really trying to draw something up to beat this press. We'd like to take time to thank our sponsors. Title sponsor, Dax Thomas, State Farm Insurance, Lisa Boudet, Attorney at Law, Roswell's Maple and Mon Valley Wood Pellets, the Kearns family, AMD Industries, John and Linda Franco, the Bagaitis family, Solomon Auto Group, Mariscotti Erie Insurance, and the Mariscotti Funeral Home, Attorney Mitch Mitchell, Frick's Fan Club, the Keystone Bakery, Elite Physical and Therapy and Wellness. A message from Frick's Fan Club. Frick's Fan Club from California Cranberry in Arlington, Texas. Go Trojans. Nate Skashaw, we'd like to thank California graduate and resident Nate Skayshot as an individual sponsor of tonight's broadcast, proudly supporting the Trojans basketball and Trojan TV. Thanks, Nate. And we'd also like to thank the Frosty Frolic. So now coming after that timeout, I wonder if the Trojans are going to have a different approach to this last 3 minutes of the third quarter. As you see, Coach Ball is very upset with how his team is playing because they are not playing good whatsoever.
Yeah, they're definitely not playing up to their full potential. We see them play every week, and this is definitely not how they usually play.
As Cody Coons tries to get there and tries to get his little shot to go up, but it's no good. And Hunter Assad has the ball now. Porter drives in. His shot is an air ball, and Matt Trunzo had possession of it, but it was knocked out of his hands by Keontae Robinson. He took it full coast to coast, though. Assad's pass was intercepted there by Robinson, so Robinson seems to be all over the floor. Keontae Robinson also has 9 points, so he is really, all over the floor tonight. So Trojans, again, just seem not prepared for this game. And Assad just with the air ball, a lot of air balls. A lot of air balls. That's a lot of air balls, turnovers, and that's what's causing this game that's what's caused this game to be where it's at right now. As that ball is still going to be in Monessen's possession. And here comes Sam Valet to check in the game for James Thomas. And Blackman going to inbound the ball here.
Good hands by Conti.
Yeah, his pass to Coons there was picked there by Conti.
They need to try to get Peyton Conti a good look. He needs to get some rhythm going.
Yeah, Conti needs to get going here. As there's a blocking foul taken on Blackman, I should say. So Corey Frick going to head to the line here for 2. So Nato Savage actually checks out of the game here as Matt, or has he been out of the game?
He's been out of the game for a long time now. But he's about to check back in the game, though.
He's going to come in here for Hunter Assad. Hunter Assad just not playing up to his full potential. So 2 players on the floor now with 4 fouls, that being Nato Savage and Quandre Porter. I'm interested to see how Coach Aaron Ball is going to handle that. Because if they lose one, I think they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and if they lose both, it's definitely not a good sign.
No, not at all. I think it's going to be a lot of trouble. As Miralak at the top of the key finds Robinson. Porter with the wide open layup, and it's good. So that Porter now with 4 points and 4 fouls. So he does need to watch it.
It's crazy to think that the lead is only 9 now for Monessen. It seems like it should be so much more with how the Trojans have been playing.
As Corey Frick now with his 4th. So that is 3 players out of their out of the people on the floor right now with 4 fouls, which is not good. You lose Corey Frick, you lose a big man. Who's going to replace him on the bench?
No one, honestly. I mean, they have freshman Noah Neal. I don't know if I would guess he would have to go in because there's no way Peyton Conti and Matt could handle the trenches by themselves.
Yeah, not at all. And Conti needs to get his shot going from 3. As Coons' free throw was good. So Trunzo's pass there to Conti as Conti snatches the ball away there and goes up for an easy lay-in. And big block there by Conti on Morrow. And there's a travel, so California's going to retain possession here as that's huge here for the Trojans.
Yeah, definitely. They want to finish out this third quarter with some momentum going into the fourth. to try to chip away at this lead that Monessen has. Trunzo traveled there, but the refs missed it.
Porter's 3-ball rebound by Conti. O'Savage's 3-ball's good, and O'Savage heating up now here in the third quarter. And that brings a lead to 5 as the Trojans are coming back, and it seems like they shouldn't be, to be honest with you.
No, it's actually crazy. I keep looking up and seeing that they're only down 5, and it just doesn't make sense.
And Corey Frick with a big board.
This game's starting to get entertaining now.
Yeah. Late in the game, finally. So that foul was on Cody Coons there.
Even with the Trojans coming back, they still have to be very light how they play their defense because 3 of the 5 starters with 4 fouls now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, 3 of them are pretty key and big players.
Yeah, definitely.
So Nato Savage, once again, the leading scorer tonight with 11, as that seemed to be almost a kickball and loses his dribble. And timeout taken, I think. Yeah, timeout taken.
Good timeout by Coach Aaron Balla right there. Looked like Monessen was about to cause another California turnover.
Yeah, so it was very smart heads-up timeout there from Coach Aaron Balla. So we will be right back for 10 more seconds of the third quarter after this timeout. So with 10.4 left here to go in the third quarter, with Trojans down 5 points, this game is in reach pretty reasonably, I'd say, here for the Trojans. As Nato Savage, Chad Mirlock playing very tight defense. Porter with the ball finds Trunzo inside. Trunzo's pass was just off the mark, and it's... Oh, that bucket, that was almost good there from Chad Mirlock. That would have been sweet. He would have made that.
That would have definitely been a great way to end California's run in the third quarter.
Yeah, so as you have seen, California has been on a pretty good run here to get the game where it's at. Very low-scoring game, 37 to 32 right now with 8 minutes left to go.
Yeah, we've been talking about all of California's mistakes on offense, but Monessen hasn't really been able to score that many points either.
Yeah, and I think both teams have just been missing shots just terribly. I mean, honestly, from what I'm seeing, I think both of these teams are just missing a lot of easy shots that are almost gimmies.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
So if you're Coach Aaron Barlow, what are you telling your team right now?
I'm probably just telling them to encourage them to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, it's working there. They've got the lead down to 5 points now. They just got to keep it up and hopefully not have anyone foul out. That's going to be a big factor in this fourth quarter if anyone fouls out.
Yeah, and I mean, Lou Pasquale down there, he's been under the radar on our broadcast, but he's the mastermind between of these plays that they draw up. Every huddle I've gone into personally with him.
Yeah.
He's the one down on the knee drawing up the huddle or drawing up the play.
Yeah, Coach Lou is definitely a good fundamental basketball coach, and he'll preach the little things, but the little things are the ones that matter.
Yep. Yeah, trust me, I know that. He made us pass the ball 10 times my freshman year on JV.
Before you could shoot.
Before we could shoot the ball. But I mean, that is also establishing, I would say, a pretty fundamental team.
Yeah, definitely.
So Conti inbounding the ball there, finds Porter. Porter finds Frick, and Savage's 3-ball is up and no good. Rebound there by Quandre Porter, puts it back up, and it's good. Quandre Porter fading away.
Difficult shot right there by Porter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that brings the game now within 3. So a 3 ball will tie this up if Monessen doesn't score. And there is 5 there for Porter. As we've said, he has to be more disciplined than that. So Quandre Porter now fouls out of the game, which is not good.
Definitely not. He was going on a little scoring streak at the end of the third and at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Had 6 points. He had 0 before then, and definitely don't want to lose someone who's getting hot.
As Hunter Assad comes in for him. So Frick on Coons there, and as that ball is picked there,
Good steal.
Assad brings the ball all the way down the floor. Finds Frick. Frick's 3 ball is no good, and that ball is looked like it was tipped out of bounds there by Trunzo, but refs saying it was off Miralak. So Trunzo's going to take it out there, or I'm sorry, Conti's now going to take it out from under the hoop. I want to see Trunzo shoot a 3 ball. As Savage brings it in. And now Nato Savage fouls out there with a charge, so great take there by Chad Miralak.
He shouldn't have risked that. He had Conti wide open in the corner for a 3, which would have tied the game if he would have made it.
So Caden Powell's going to come in here for Nato Savage. Nato Savage, we understand, trying to put the game on his back, and as he's done, I would say. But Chad Miralak seemed to have his feet set, so that is a charge. Very smart play taken by Miralak there.
Yeah, definitely. He knows that Savage is a threat to score. Set up for the charge and got Savage out of the game.
And Trunzo there upset. That seemed to be a pretty soft call as Miralak ran into Trunzo. Trunzo is playing his defense as any defender should.
Yeah.
You know, no defender should give any guard too much space. And Miralak driving in at Trunzo,
looked like he lowered his shoulder a little bit
Absolutely.
into Trunzo's chest.
I don't think that's a foul on Trunzo, to be honest with you. As it again seems to be California versus the refs, as the refs aren't performing as well as people should expect them to be. I mean, again, like some of these calls, like people at home should be upset with some of these calls because they're not good.
Yeah, but it's been on both sides of the ball.
It has been, yeah.
Not just on against California, but some iffy calls definitely on Monessen too.
The Trojans have gotten away with some stuff there, as Caden Powell there is getting bullied down there in the trenches. And Monessen still retains possession.
And that's a wide open layup.
Morrow smokes the layup, puts another one up back, smokes another one as rebound there from Robinson. And Miralak drives in, plants his feet, finds Thomas. Thomas mid-range is up and in.
Not only when you're losing Nathan O'Savage are you losing a scoring threat on offense, but a pretty good defender too.
Absolutely.
So that's definitely going to hurt him coming down in these last couple minutes of the ball game.
Peyton Conti, I personally think he needs to. They need
to get him some looks.
Yeah, my game plan as Coach Aaron Balla would be to get to get Peyton Conti as involved as possible. So I don't know what Coach Ball is saying down there, but he does look upset with his team, and this is a very tense moment for him. But we like to take this time to thank our sponsors once again. Title sponsor Dax Thomas, State Farm Insurance, Lisa Boudet, Attorney at Law, Roswell's Maple and Mon Valley Wood Pellets, The Kearns Family, AMD Industries, John and Linda Franco, The Bagaitis Family, Solomon Auto Group, Mariscotti Erie Insurance, and the Mariscotti Funeral Home, Attorney Mitch Mitchell, the Keystone Bakery, and Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness. We also like to thank Frick's Fan Club from California, Cranberry, and Arlington, Texas. Go Trojans. We'd also like to thank California graduate and resident Nate Skayshaw as an individual sponsor of tonight's broadcast, proudly supporting the Trojans basketball on Trojan TV. Thanks, Nate. And also the Frosty Frolic. So Trojans here with 5:50 left to go in the fourth quarter, down 5.
That's Caden Powell throws a turnover right there.
Trunzo, I'd be scared to play defense if I was Trunzo, to be honest with you.
Why would you say that?
I mean, how the refs are calling this game, I mean, a fly would run into him, it'd be a foul. So, as
That's
Conti
how
there,
it's looking.
Yeah, as Conti there commits a foul on Mora. Mora's going to go to the line now for 2. His first was good.
You look at the scoreboard and you see how most of the points were coming from Nathan O'Savage and Porter there, and they're both out of the game. So the Trojans really don't have any scoring threats right now.
Yeah, and
except for Corey Frick with 9 points, but
as you see Conti now running the point.
Yeah, they need to.
There he is. Conti's 3 ball is good. Conti from downtown. He's he's starting to heat up here soon.
And what a block by Conti.
Peyton Conti putting this team on his back.
We've been talking about him all night. And now this is the
Corey Frick from the end one. He's going to the line. Big sequence of events there for the Trojans. You know, you go down. Conti hits a 3, he goes down, monstrous block, brings the ball back up the floor, finds Frick. Frick goes to the line for an and 1.
Frick has a chance to make this only a 1-point game now, with a little over 5 minutes left in the game, but he missed.
This still is a 2-point game, so this game's heating up pretty quick here with 5 minutes to go. A lot of time left in this game. As Conti with another rebound, again, putting this team on his back, it seems. Taking over as Assad finds Matt Trunzo. Matt Trunzo misses his layup. Assad's mid-range is good, and that ties the ball game. Ball game's tied. 41-41 with 4:30 left to go. Assad's mid-range falls in, and they seem to be doing just fine here without Porter. As I'm not really sure how that ref saw anything.
Yeah, that was, I don't even know what to say about that call.
Yeah, that ref's all the way at the half-court line, and the ref under the hoop didn't even say anything, so I'm not sure what game that guy's watching, but.
They're calling a shooting foul when the foul happened on the ground, and I don't really understand what he saw down there.
I'm not completely comprehending on how he even saw anything, though. That's as Robinson's first free throw is good. And the second is good, too, so that brings Monessen's lead 2 now. Again, they need to get Conti the ball. Conti's going to start heating up as he's wide open in there at the bottom of your screen. Finds him.
Weird.
Oop, up and good.
Conti with an amazing finish right there.
And you saw Conti raising his hand up, calling for the ball, and no Monessen player realized that, and as he ties the game.
And I think Frick just might have fouled out.
If that's,
they're going to give it to Conti.
Ooh. There was a little bit of contact on that, but Conti had mostly ball.
If anything, I thought they would have called it on Frick there.
Yeah.
But Frick has to be happy that it was called on Conti.
As Peyton Conti seems to be in some pain there. Moro's first free throw is good. There goes his second one. As Coach Aaron Ball is pretty furious about his team talking to people.
Yeah, you got to have your head in the game with
Yeah.
the fourth quarter, only 4 minutes left.
And you're down 2.
Yeah.
And he stepped out of bounds, and that's going to be a Trojans ball with 4 minutes here to go. Each team has 10 fouls, so they're both in double bonus, I think.
They changed the score now. It says the Trojans only down by 1. Gianni O'Brien down there must have had a some kind of error.
Hunter Assad taking the charge. Heads up play there by Hunter Assad to take the charge. Trojans, we think within 1.
Yeah, we're not totally sure because there's been a couple times where the scoreboard has changed the scores around. But we're going to say it's probably about 1.
Caden Powell thought about a 3 ball there. It's Conti creating space, and Powell finds Trunzo inside. Trunzo drives in, and he's going to the line there for 2. Trunzo has a chance to now take the lead in this game for, I'm pretty sure, the first time in this entire game.
If you're Monessen, though, if anyone you're sending to the line, you got to be happy it's Trunzo. He's not known to be that hot of a free throw shooter.
Hey, but you never know. Those shooters sometimes can win games for you. As he misses his first. And his second one is good. So that ties the ball game now. With 3:30 left to go here in the 4th. This game's getting heated up now. As Miralak brings the ball all the way down the floor, sends Caden Powell flying off him.
Good move by Miralak there.
And that ball was tipped away there by Corey Frick as you see him giving that ref a grin. So that ball didn't go over the backboard. Maybe not, but James Thomas is going to get in the line here for 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think both teams are in double bonus right now. I think double bonus is 10, as he misses his first.
I'm not positive what it is, but I'd say that's probably what it is because every foul it seems like they've been getting sent to the line.
And his second one's up and good, so Monessen takes a 1-point lead in this game now. Trunzo on the inside. Miralak keeping an eye on Conti there. Conti, 3 ball, tries to bank it in there, but he gets his own board and ends up falling away there and into the hands of Cody Coons. And with 2:50 left to go in this game, Miralak being guarded by Caden Powell here. Caden Powell gave him a little bit of space, but also Caden Powell does not want to get burned by Miralak because that'll be an easy bucket. As Cody Coons goes in there for the and one.
And I think Frick just fouled out of the game. I don't think he was anywhere near Cody
Honestly,
Coons.
look, we have it right here. We should bring up the instant replay.
Maybe that'll be our next feature we'll add.
We just saw it on our replay, and Corey Frick seemed to be playing perfectly fine defense, and that's not even us being biased, as his free throw is good. That seemed to be just fine defense, if you ask me. I mean,
and Drew Thomas comes in to replace Corey Frick.
I saw it there, stuck on the baseline. Thomas with the ball. Conti drives in, floater, no good. Grabs his own rebound, and it's good. Peyton Conti single-handedly brings the game in up into 2 points here.
He's definitely came alive. Had a goose egg a couple minutes ago, and now he's California's second leading scorer with 9 points.
And I'm not really sure what the call was there, but seemed to be a technical on on the entire bench of California. So that's not very good. That probably was on Corey Frick. Corey Frick is probably just frustrated and isn't really having it.
That's a terrible technical foul that you can't afford to take in these last couple minutes of a ball game.
But I mean, again, it's a close ball game. So
And
what do you expect kids in high school to do? Just sit there and accept the fact that they got fouled out because of a bogus call?
yeah,
I mean,
it's gonna happen. And
these refs are honestly, I think they're ruining the game. They're not letting the kids play. It's whistle after whistle. It's not a good basketball game to watch.
the Trojans' defense, their hands are just sticking straight up in the air, falling around. I don't think they're really. I mean, I just don't really see what the refs are seeing down there that's different from up here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we have a bird's eye view of the entire floor. So I think maybe we're missing something, but I don't think we can be missing that much. As Miralek's second free throw is good, so that extends lead now to 6. Conti can bang out 2 threes right now and tie this game back up.
He definitely can.
Maybe they were looking for a 3-ball from Thomas.
Conti's open, and Matt tries to force up a layup.
With 1:50 left to go in this game.
He missed a wide open Conti that could have made this a one-possession game.
Monessen might try to run the clock out as much as they can. As Miralek goes in, big block by Peyton Conti.
That's about I'd say his 5th, 6th block of the game.
As Damani would call him, the fly swatter.
Yeah. Looking like a fly swatter tonight.
Absolutely, as Peyton Conti is trying to put this team on his back, as him and Matt Trunz are the only 2 big men left out there. But as we said, Conti is very deceiving and can bang out 3 balls.
I mean, maybe Aaron Balla will look to putting in like Don Martini, a big, taller guy in the game.
Yeah, with Hunter Assad too, with 6, we're looking for him to produce too. So again, this game has been a very, I would say, one-sided affair for Monessen, and that now I think late in the game it's because of the refs. I think the refs are not letting the kids play as they should. In high school, I think that's what. Yeah, the refs are there to discipline, but I think that they should let them play a little bit and stop being soft.
Yeah, honestly, basketball is gonna be a physical sport.
Yeah, it's not gonna be always sunshine and rainbows down there, and especially in the trenches.
I understand when enough's enough, but when you're barely touching someone, you should just let the kids play.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, not our game to call, so.
No. Just to commentate.
Yeah, we're only up here commentating. As Moro's layup is no good. Thomas saves it in there and throws it right back to Miralek. 1:24 time ticking out. Caden Powell fouls and sends probably their best shooter to the line, which is just not smart.
Yeah, I don't understand that foul right there by Caden Powell. You still got a lot of time, and you're only down 2 threes. There's no really reason to foul yet.
As he sinks his first one, that extends the lead down to 7. So coming into this game, I really think Monessen just came more prepared than California did.
Yeah, it started with their defense, I'd say.
As Conti bringing the ball to the floor here. Finds Assad. And you start throwing up threes here.
And there's one.
There's Conti.
And
Bang!
it's good!
Conti from deep.
Conti is now the leading scorer for the Trojans after having 0 for most of the game.
Conti, again, like I said, going to take over here in the last quarter of play as Coach Aaron Balla calls a timeout. So this game, there's still time for the Trojans to get in this game.
Yeah, definitely. They're only down a 3 and a layup, or 2 threes, and they take the lead. So
Yeah, 2 threes will put them up too. So I think.
a minute's a bunch of time when you have timeouts on each side.
Yeah. Now we're not sure how many timeouts both teams have, but I mean, Aaron Balla, your coach Aaron Balla, you haven't seen him use a lot of timeouts.
Yeah, he usually doesn't really have to because the Trojans haven't really gave him any reason to need to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Except for this game, at least. And as soon as they started trying to heat up, 3 of their starters foul out of the game, too, which is a big loss for them.
But again, Peyton Conti just putting his team on his back, coming ready to play. As the Trojans are now in a full court press, so as Robinson inbounds there to Marillac.
They're not pressuring Marillac for some reason.
And there's the 5-second violation. Or 10-second violation.
It's 8.
It's 8?
Almost. You almost had it.
Oh, yeah. In between there. But
and they got Marillac guarding Conti real tight.
as there's a foul there committed on Hunter Assad.
No, it was against Hunter Assad.
Oh, against Hunter Assad.
Yeah, I think he'll be going to the line.
Yeah, now it's going to send him to the line here for 2, as they are double bonus. So Hunter Assad can put this game in 1 possession here. And Trojans keep that press up. I mean, that one is good.
They were actually on a one-on-one
Yeah,
there.
so 1-on-1 now. As you hear Hunter Assad really taking charge of
Yeah.
Caden Powell there. It's Caden Powell being a sophomore. And his second free throw is good. Hunter Assad and Peyton Conti really taking charge of this game. And Drew Thomas with a foul there. Kind of a silly foul there committed by Drew Thomas, but
Yeah, if you're the Trojans, you cannot afford to foul them and keep sending them to the line because they've been knocking them down.
James Thomas is also one of their not great free throw shooters, so that may have been a decent foul.
Well, we'll see.
So Thomas's first one is no good. So that's huge there for the Trojans. As maybe that was a good take there from Thomas, because if he misses this next one, it's a 1 possession game still, 3-ball tied up. As he does miss it, and Conti with the rebound. Conti finds Assad.
Trunzo was wide open for about a couple seconds there, and everyone missed and they didn't see him.
Thomas inside. He's going to the line for. Is that? Oh no, he's going to the line there for 2. Thomas drains these 2, and it's a 1-point game.
It looks like Trunzo planned that. I didn't even think he was in the game. He was standing out of bounds all the way down the court and just snuck on, but no one caught him down there, wide open.
So Drew Thomas here with a chance. Drew Thomas, again, doesn't get much playing time, but he's a very good free throw shooter. As he tries to bank it in, but a little too hard off the backboard. Drew Thomas in a big moment here has to be nervous.
Yeah, definitely. I've been in the situation before. It's very nerve-wracking as he missed the second one.
As that foul was on Angelo Moro, so that's going to send Assad to the line, as Assad just drained his last 2 free throws. So Hunter Assad now has the chance to put this game within 1 point. As now the refs and the Monessen coach are conversing about something.
The ref just seems to be counting down there.
Well, we don't know what that was about.
I think it was for Blackman to be able to get subbed in to the game, but I don't know why.
So Hunter Assad here for 2 free throws. First one's no good.
Rolls right out. And down in crunch time, there's, I think that's either 4 or 3 missed free throws by the Trojans.
As his second goes up, no good.
And Conti will be going to the line now, I think.
As Blackman seems to just throw him to the ground. So,
Conti, that's someone you definitely don't want to send to the line.
yeah, Trojans are now 0 for 4 here in crunch time, like you said, and isn't good. They could have taken the lead by this time.
They can get it down to 1 right here, though.
Conti drains his first one, leads at 2. Conti now with 13 on the board.
See what the Trojans can do here in the last 42 seconds of the game.
Conti's second one, no good. Just hits an odd spot on the rim. There's a 2-on-1 there.
I don't know about that call. I mean, I've said that about all of the calls tonight, but I just didn't see that much contact at all.
Yeah, as that foul was on Drew Thomas, sending James Thomas to the line. James Thomas 0 for 4 tonight.
He missed his last 2, so maybe, again, that could be a good foul.
Yeah. But it also could put the Trojans out of reach.
That, too.
As that one's no good. So this game could, if he makes this last one, this game could go up to a 3-point game, and Conti comes down, hits a 3, and it's tied.
And for the Trojans, I don't know if even if he does make it, if you need a 3.
Misses his second one, rebound by Conti. 35 left to go in this game. Finds Assad. Trunzo inside. Trunzo misses
No
his layup.
good. And that's a hard foul by Trunzo there. Trunzo says he was flopping, though.
So now Cody Coons is going to go to the line here for 2. Cody Coons, pretty good free throw shooter, so maybe not the best foul there for the Trojans, as Trunzo should have used the glass on that layup.
He had a good look, too. Had enough space away from Blackman and would have tied the game up, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
So Cody Coons' first free throw is good.
That's not good for the Trojans.
On it all here
if
with
it
24 seconds left to go.
Makes the next one and makes this a 2-possession game.
.24 left to go here. Trunzo looks for a 3. Assad drives in. Layup's good. And that did, I don't know about, I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't get too good of a look on it. It kind of looked like he was moving a little bit still,
know,
but
that was
we could see the
surprised it
replay
wasn't a
coming
technical
up.
on Assad there. Yeah, as we just saw in our replay, number 3 was not set at all.
He
was
definitely was still moving.
Yeah, he kind of was just standing there, and I mean,
It's
somebody was set. I didn't see what number that was, but
it was on the opposite side of the block, though.
yeah.
So instead of an and 1 for the Trojans, now it's Monessen's ball. Unless I can get a steal, they're going to be sending someone else from Monessen to the line for 2 more.
If I'm California, I'd be trying to send James Thomas to the line. He's like 0 for 6 on the night.
Yeah,
So
definitely would like to. If I was the Trojans, I would just leave him open, to be honest, and foul him.
yeah, I would try to double team either Marillac or
Coons.
Coons. Yeah.
Yeah.
As this game has been this fourth quarter has been a very good game to watch, and I mean,
And the Trojans came close so many times to being able to take the lead.
you know, like if Matt Trunzo wouldn't have missed that layup there, it would probably
It'd be a lot different story
yeah.
right now.
Absolutely. But I mean, Marillac, noticing Conti heating up, locked him up.
And that is not good.
seemed like Cody Kuhn's walk, but I can understand that foul. There was a lot of contact on that one.
And Trunzo trying to hide again at the all the way down at the court. But they found him. Thomas goes back there to cover him. Trojans are going to need a miracle now to come back from this game.
As now they're going to send Blackman to the line.
I mean, technically it's still possible if Blackman misses both of these, but I'd say if he could just sink one of these free throws, the game will be over.
Yeah. As it is only, a 5-point game, so it's definitely reasonable to get back into it. But again, it would be tough.
Hunter Assad just fouled out of the game. That's 4 out of the 5 starters for the California Trojans that have been fouled out tonight.
And that seems to be right there, nail in the coffin there for the Trojans.
Yeah, and you could look at Monessen's side too. How many fouls are racked up on their side too. Just the refs weren't really letting them play tonight.
Yeah, that's what I think is just a big mistake in high school athletics, is not letting kids play. Conti's three from deep.
And they stopped the clock real late on that one. They just got screwed out of about 3 seconds right there. But it's not really going to matter, I don't think.
So Conti putting in a complete performance tonight here in the fourth quarter. He may have dropped all 16 of his points here in the fourth quarter.
I think he might have had at least a bucket and at least one in that third quarter. But yeah, definitely the majority of his points came from this fourth quarter when they needed him to step up.
But as I was saying, I think refs not letting kids play is just a huge mistake. It's taking away from the physicality of the game.
Yeah, and Monessen has to be really happy with this win right here. As you can hear, their bench.
Conti almost bangs a three-quarter
I
of a
missed
court
that
shot.
I'm gonna have to watch this again.
So Conti, putting in a complete performance here in the fourth quarter, trying to put the team on the back, but Trojans end up just falling a little bit short here, losing by just 6 points. Jaden just watched that replay of Conti's long shot there.
Yeah, that was definitely very close to going in.
But it has been, I don't know, very sketchy game, I'd say. Slow start for the Trojans, very slow start. But going to have to bounce back on Friday when they host Carmichael's here at California High School. And be sure to catch the game live here on Trojan TV. So that is all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for tuning in once again here at Trojan TV. We have fun doing this, so we hope you guys enjoy the games. And make sure you tune in on Friday here, I think at 7 o'clock for Carmichael's.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty positive the game does start at 7, and it's going to be a good section matchup between the Mighty Mikes and the Trojans.
Yeah, so that is all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for tuning in.